the matter of count 1, not guilty. Racketeering, he beat. Sex trafficking of Cassie, he beat. Transportation, I told you, he got that one, but he be fine. He be out in a couple months. He be straight. Oh, we back on road, chat. We back on road. We back on road, chat. We back on road. Yo, Cassie, get the fuck on out of here, Cassie. Get the fuck on out of here. Yeah, my boy was doing some prostitution shit. He should have been just doing the escorting, but he wasn't sex trafficking them hoes. Come on, man. Come on, man. If he definitely not guilty for Cassie, he ain't guilty for Jane Doe. She's a hoe. She a hoe. She's a fucking hoe. That's a fact. Here we go. Here we go. Listen, you know what this means? All you other bitches that had whatever type of thoughts like, oh yeah, that's sex trafficking? No, it ain't, ho. You hoes gonna have to live on your knees for life. I'm sorry, okay? This is at least some redemption for Diddy. This is some redemption for Diddy. Hold on. Come on. Where's the fucking update? Come on, Inner City Press. Sex trafficking for Jane Doe? No, not guilty. Transportation, guilty. 2 out of 5, chat. That boy beat the case. He beat the case. He beat the case. He beat the case. He might even come home today. Time served, man. Time served. All you Cassie Jane Doe hoes, it's a wrap for y'all. That shit is over. And I wish this judge could have dismissed all them civil suits too. All y'all niggas go back to being broke. It's okay. Give this nigga back his baby oil and let him go have his Astro Glide. Let that man go back to the pre-Freakoff is crazy, chat. I might have to put in an RSVP. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, chat. I might have to RSVP, chat. I might have to be the next one, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. My boy beat the case. My boy beat the case.
Urban Artificial Intelligence Strategic Thinking Media Platform. P. Diddy could be free. He could be hitting the crib very, very soon. A lot of people following this case, they saying P. Diddy could be home by Christmas. I want y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that. Is this fair? Did he do time served? Was justice served? Y'all get in the comments and let me know. Now, I want y'all to let me know specifically what y'all think P. Diddy did wrong. It's a lot of different conversations, a lot of different opinions about what specifically he did wrong. Who was wrong in the situation? Did people help him? Were people actually victims? Was Cassie a victim? I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know. A lot of people, they seem shocked by the outcome. They seem shocked by the verdict. A lot of people I'm seeing wanted P. Diddy to get more time than what he got. Let me know what y'all think about this. Is this fair or not? Now, the first thing that a lot of people is asking about this, about specifically Cassie, all right? Was she a victim or was she an accomplice? Did she help Diddy carry out these freak-offs? Was she enjoying them during the time that it was happening? The relationship didn't end how she wanted to. Things didn't go how she wanted to. Now she's saying she was being forced to do it. I don't know. It's not up to me to decide. Because of the charges that Diddy was found not guilty of, that's basically what the jury is saying. The jury is saying all he did was, or all he's guilty of, is soliciting prostitution. All right, that's the only thing that they say he's guilty of. The only thing that he did wrong was solicit prostitution. All right, he moved around with prostitutes. You can't do that. You got to stay where it's legal. They saying he went outside of those lines, so that's what they saying he did wrong. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know. Do y'all agree with that? Now, when we first seen that video of Diddy assaulting Cassie in the hotel room, in the lobby, we thought Cassie was definitely a victim. It was 100% confirmed that she was a victim. Now, as this case has went on, as different things has transpired, it was a narrative that was changing, y'all. They was trying to switch the narrative. People was trying to say Cassie was an accomplice. She was helping Diddy. She was part of this. She should be going to jail too. Now, I wouldn't go that far, but we heard her on the phone. It was a recorded conversation. She was saying that she was going to kill a guy, that she was going to have some things done to somebody that she thought was trying to blackmail her. Now, to me, that kind of sounded like what Diddy was doing. It seemed like she kind of picked up on some of Diddy's habits. She was threatening to kill somebody who was trying to blackmail her. I don't know how serious she was. I don't know if the guy was really scared or not. Who knows? But her exhibiting that aggressiveness, her threatening to kill somebody, it just didn't look good to the jury. And that was something else that people seen and they thought, okay, is this a victim or is this an accomplice? Is she learning how to be corrupt like Diddy? Or is she using this information that she's getting from Diddy? She's not a victim. She's using it and she's using it against other people. All right, is she the female Diddy? I don't know, man. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. And what about the other women on the case? What about Jane Doe? What about 50 Cent baby mama? All the other women on the case, even Don, people who had a business relationship with Puffy when the trial first started, when these allegations first came out, all these people seemed like victims. As time went by, it kind of changed the perception. It changed the narrative. These people, these individuals were hanging around way too long for somebody to be constantly, allegedly putting their life in danger. They're seeing him sexually assault people. They're seeing him physically assault people, which we know he did do. But if you're Don Richardson or if you're 50 Cent baby mama or you're one of these other Jane Doe women, y'all are hanging around for years at a time. Y'all are saying he's assaulting people. Y'all are saying he's sexually abusing people and he's having these crazy freak offs and he's forcing people to cooperate in these freak offs. But y'all are still doing business with him after the fact, after these freak offs, after these alleged assaults. He blew up Kid Cudi car. He did all these things. Some of the people who are present, they still stayed doing business with him. They stayed working with him years after. All right. So when we see that and we see it's a pattern, all right, it's a pattern. This dude just had a lot of money, and a lot of the things that he was doing to these people, it made them uncomfortable. But the amount of money that they were getting, it was too much money. It wasn't too bad for them to stop. The money was too good. They kept it going. That's why some of these sex trafficking charges and the whole Rico thing, that's getting dropped. All right, get in the comments and let me know. Do y'all think Puff Daddy was a Rico ringleader? Did he deserve to be found guilty of that Rico charge? Y'all get in the comments and let me know. Now, I took some time off, but I'm going to make much more content about this whole Diddy situation. Now, it's another storyline that we got to talk to, that we got to get into about this. Now, if y'all remember when Diddy's home was first raided, they raided his homes. Everybody expected him to go to jail pretty swiftly. That is not what happened. It took a couple of weeks. The police was allegedly combing through the evidence. We seen all the baby oil bottles, and we know that it was some videotape confiscated. Now, a popular talking point on the internet, on TikTok, on Twitter right now, is that this whole Diddy thing was to get the Freakoff tapes. That was the point of this. If we look at the seriousness of these allegations, none of these really held up. I don't know if anybody really thinks that Diddy was, sex trafficking people. I think he was just buying prostitutes. I think that's what the majority of the people believe. So why the whole dog and pony show, or however the phrase go? What's with all the theatrics? What's with all the, the Rico talk, the whole big jury selection? All of this commotion is for what? People are saying it was to get the tapes. Diddy has always been a pawn. Nobody really cared about what Diddy was doing. It was just people on these freak off tapes that either the government wants to blackmail them or the government is protecting them. Now, I don't know if this is true. This is a crazy conspiracy theory. Y'all got to get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. But this is what I'm hearing. Because if we look at it, if we really look at the evidence, y'all, how serious were these crimes that Diddy was committed? At the end of the day, if I invest a lot of money into drugs and have drug fueled sex parties, of course, that's not the ideal lifestyle. But at the end of the day, he's having these freak offs with other adults. So he's not shoving the drugs down their throat. The people are taking these drugs. They tried to bring drug trafficking into the whole situation. But once we really found out the facts, everybody was voluntarily taking these drugs. All right. Everybody involved was taking these drugs. When we talked to the sex workers, taking drugs was a normal part of the freak offs. That was a normal routine part of the freak offs. Puff Daddy wasn't really having to drug people. Once we hear what the sex workers say, what the other people who are in the rooms were saying, this was normal. All right, taking drugs was normal. He didn't have to force anybody to take the drugs. If you was there during a freak off, you liked drugs, and you knew you was gonna take drugs. How do y'all feel about that? Get in the comments and let me know. And are these freak off tapes, the confiscation of these tapes, and the way that the government is holding these tapes close to their chest? No type of video was leaked during court. It was a lot of talk about that too. Are they going to show the freak off videos? How loose are they going to be with these images? Will they be leaked? Because of, the moving back and forth of them to and from court. Will anybody leak any information? That's not what happened. Nobody has seen any of the videos. I haven't seen any of the videos. During court, there was allegedly a still photo showed of Cassie during the freak off, but I haven't seen any freak off tapes. That people were saying it was going to be released, but maybe not. Maybe that was the point of this whole Puffy takedown, was to get the freak off tapes. Now, are these tapes to blackmail people or to protect people? We don't know. We know that's the game that Puffy was playing. These tapes were used for blackmail. All right, but is that what the government is using them for, or are they using them to protect people? We don't know. During this court hearing, the whole process, we expected other names to come out. No other names came out. No other famous names came out. I'm pretty sure some famous people on those tapes. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. Was Diddy just a pawn for the government to get the freak off tapes? Because it looks like he's going to be free. I don't know how much this was about justice. I don't even know if they ever had enough evidence for a Rico. Y'all really think about it. Think about it from when this first started. Think about from when the trial first started. Think about from when his homes was first raided with the baby oil and the tapes. All the time that has passed from then to now, what evidence is there of a Rico? It seems really weird. It seems really funny because there's no evidence of a Rico. It's just evidence of Puff Daddy buying prostitutes and financing sex workers. That is not a reason to raid somebody's home because they buy sex workers. The sex workers are willing and they're of age. It's consensual and they're of age. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Is it a bigger plot here? Urban Artificial Intelligence, Strategic Thinking Media Platform. I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Peace.